So last time,
Ali, what happened last time on Entombed with the Pharaohs, aka Brigade of the Entombed?
We ate some steaks made out of bugs, and then we got a job. And then we went to a slave camp, and then we met a lady there.
I'll read what I wrote. The party meets a new character, Dreamy. They eat breakfast. Bugs. And get called to the Pathfinder Lodge on their next assignment. The noble Krishmirea, I fucking don't know how to pronounce Egyptian names, has discovered the Packstone Pyramid and has a huge excavation going on. The Pathfinders are waiting for another member to get in and want the party to slow down the dig. They travel there and meet with their contact, Mithril Scarab, a friend from the last season. She explains that the noble has made a secret alliance with a Shilaxian monk named Sloane and plans to destroy the Packstone to become the next Pharaoh of Ascension and possibly bring back the pharaohs of old. The party nods sagely and begins to make their plans. That was on the 22nd through the 24th day of Gosround, 4718 AR.
Oh no, I think Ali's explanation was a bit better.
Okay, fine.
Hey Kai, did you shill?
Fuck. God damn it.
No, Kai, you know we love you, and I'm just teasing you.
Listen, do people even show up when I chill?
Yes, they do.
Well, god damn it.
Substantially, yes.
Okay, fucking fine.
Also, Peter, I am screaming and crying at those photos of your cat.
Yes.
Stabbing
love
and
that.
shitting and crying and smelling. And...
Yes.
I love that they're almost all exactly the same.
I'm messing with his ears.
The only thing
differently.
different is the hand. I love it.
Okay, I'm gonna throw that in Keen's channel.
See, I fold his ears a little bit.
No, I'll chill on a couple of servers.
Ew.
Yes, I'm chilling.
Isn't that like a currency?
Killing is a currency.
You're a currency.
Damn right.
Worth 1 pence. Yeah. There you go.
Alright, that's it.
What the fuck is a pint?
I think it's like a penny, essentially.
Yeah,
British.
pence penny.
It's like
It's a British
plural
penny.
Gross.
What's
Sure,
the
penny.
non-plural of pence? Is it just pen?
Penny.
It's
it's
yeah.
penny?
Yeah.
Yeah, penny
Well,
is...
at least we're like half of that, so we got this.
Oh, a half penny?
Yeah.
Was that a lot from you, Tony?
Yeah, because that was
There we
actually
go.
a currency.
No.
It's a little
Okay,
money.
I know it was. That's why I said it.
A threepenny.
You
Anyone got a threepenny?
got a threepence.
Oh my god!
Half
Big
penny for
English.
each.
Big
Ooh.
English is fucking ridiculous.
It's so bad.
Imagine being English couldn't be me.
British?
British.
Simple
Oh.
as.
Something beans on toast.
What boring brother.
Uh,
Right, mush?
Oral.
Yeah, you're
I
right,
don't
mush.
think they have a. Oh, they do. You don't want to post in here. I don't know if I want to post. Oh, just kidding. Peter already did that. Well then, I'm
Joke's on
done chilling. Woo! Woo! Okay. I already did the last time, so everyone else who's joining can heck off. I'm sorry I didn't chill.
I'm still shitting.
Beans.
On toast with some chips.
Good for the
Oh,
heart.
cool. Blimey, Mary Poppins. God bless you, Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins is your holographic queen.
Mary Poppins.
Ali, every time you make one of those jokes, it sounds so strained. It sounds like like you get possessed by someone who cannot stop making puns.
Okay, a friend I play with started making these nuts jokes, and then I
Yeah.
can't, like, I just can't stop making them. Because
Yeah?
we made them for, like, a full 10 hours straight one day, and it's part
That
of my
is-
system now.
That is some brain rot, if I've ever heard.
Ali's vernacular is fucked.
I mean, like,
It's so bad.
Shut up.
Batty and I almost dated someone named D. I mean, we kind of did date for a while. It's weird. But anyway, so, like, that's what I always think of when D's nuts jokes come up.
Nice.
Alright. So we're gonna get entombed, or what's up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am here.
Now we're talking about nuts.
No, we're
Entombed
talking about
nuts.
nuts. Nuts and
Yeah, you
beans.
can tune these nuts. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Booga booga booga.
Ooh.
You just got the rundown from Mithril Scarab. It's late afternoon. This is intense music. I mean, it's good, but it's not what I want. I want deserts. Let's do that.
Why am I
Oh,
the only
yeah.
one with a health bar? Can someone please join me so I don't feel ridiculous?
Oh,
Well,
because
I see my health
didn't,
bar.
I didn't set the thing. Hold up.
Bad news, Tony. You're the only mortal one here.
That
You know,
means-
shit's about to go down when your health bar pops up.
Everybody's on a stab to Kiko.
No, don't even worry about it.
I
My
do,
health
Kiko.
bar is enough for everyone.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Oh yeah? What's your fucking health bar?
As mentioned last session, 19.
Real clear energy
Mhm.
there, Peter.
Real Glear energy.
I
Real
don't know
good
what that
energy.
means.
Well, Glear technically
Sometime-
only had 10 HP, right? 5 HP? 5 HP.
Yeah, and an affinity for yogurt.
Yeah.
Mithril.
The chosen
What's
one.
yogurt?
Yogurt.
What's yogurt?
Ah,
Yogurt.
yoked hurt.
What's
Something
HP?
Terry loves yogurt?
Ah, the famous.
HP is not.
Got him.
Got him! Woo! And that was the moment Ali was quickly expelled from the group. Alright.
So we
Yeah.
were basically told to just fucking wreck shit, right? Make this bitch look haunted.
Yeah, basically, you can scout around the different locations of the excavation and look for opportunities for sabotage. And
we could have fucked up some real big bugs. Wasn't
Yeah.
there a real big bug that was doing something we could fuck with?
I have
Yeah.
a plan for the real big bugs. Maybe.
okay.
I'm gonna eat it.
Here, let's look at the site. Okay. The sound, the music is set to something else. Okay,
The sound.
here's what Mithril told you. You can.
Oh,
Oh God. Okay.
Anyone here got any necromant style magic? Because there is a graveyard for some reason.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I'm the only person that knows magic, and I don't know any necromancy.
Magic?
No magic?
apparently, according to Stuffy,
God.
there's an echo.
Huh?
What?
According to Stuffy, there is an echo.
Oh shit, where's there an echo from?
I
Coons.
cannot hear an echo here, so
I do not hear an echo either.
I don't hear an echo either.
Yeah.
That must mean it is.
Is
Somebody-
anybody's mic, like, not muted in Roll20?
Oh shit, that's my desktop audio getting picked up by my mic.
Holy crap.
Ah.
What?
It was everyone
Going
except
out
Pixie,
the
yeah.
door. Why- Like,
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh god, it's Batty.
hi Betty.
hello.
Okay.
Get them.
Okay, so let me. How can I fix this? Do you
Jesus
have any
Christ.
headphones?
Like, over the years, I only have the Squishmallow ones that work
Okay, where are they?
in the bedroom.
Okay.
I can look for them.
I will be back in one momentary.
Oh my god.
One momentary. Okay.
Okay.
Well, while Peter's gone, I'm going to explain everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you can spread rumors about the place being super cursed among the populace here. There's some DCs to go with it. The DC lower, or you get a bonus depending on what sabotages you do outside of here. You heard from Mithril that there are the trained bugs and also horses/camels that help with the dig site at the stables. At any given moment, any given time of day, they work in three shifts. There are 8 at the stables and 16 at the pit at any given time. The dig site, there's all kinds of equipment and stuff that could go wrong at the dig site, but that's going to be, you have to be kind of sneaky to go in there because that's the most monitored. Yeah, Sloan is monitoring everywhere, but he definitely has most of his eyes on the dig site. You can visit the graveyard if you want, see if there's anything you might learn down there. There's also these sand deposits, and there might be some opportunities along the supply road. And Mithril said she couldn't get into the master camp. It's very dangerous.
Okay.
Didn't someone say they had invisibility?
That'd be real fucking convenient.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've acquired
Make
Hello,
invisibility
I had to turn my...
alchemy, like little potions of invisibility.
Mm.
I
For me-
forgot to
I mean-
unmute myself on Discord. That's
Just
it.
it's an option.
I think it only lasts 1 minute though.
Okay, I'm back.
Saying it's not an option.
Welcome back. I just labeled the different areas that Mithril talked to you about on this map. So you can spread rumors at the camp. There are bugs and horses at the stables. Everywhere is watched by Sloan, but the dig site is the most monitored, besides the master camp, because that's where he's at. Because it's the main component here. But there could be sabotage opportunities with the equipment and stuff at the dig site if you're sneaky. You can visit the graveyard if you want. There might be sabotage supplies along the supply road also. There's a bunch of like sand deposits out there that maybe you could do something with. And,
Reminds me. Where are we currently?
You are
We're in
at
the
the
slave
tents.
tents. We're here.
We're down there, okay.
Yep.
Peter, you said you had an idea for the bugs.
Yes.
What
your
is
idea?
that? And
Well,
does it extend to the horses?
It could work on her horses, yes. I'm not certain it will work on the bugs. Would I have encountered these bugs before? Is it possible for me to roll a knowledge check at them?
Yeah.
Okay, and
Give me a little knowledge about the buggies.
about how long has it been since we got here?
Probably an hour or two. So it's like late afternoon now. It's like 6 or 7 in the evening.
Okay, in that case, I will burn another round of my wizard performance to reactivate Pageant of the Peacock so that I can roll my bluff as a knowledge check.
Okay.
I see.
Bless.
So her demeanor shifts once again as she assumes a scholarly pose. And 30?
Yeah. These are, when you saw them, they are trained, charmed eggs. Basically giant ants.
Aw.
Okay.
You figure the way that they're doing this is that they have a charm monster spells cast on them on a schedule. So you're assuming that the ones back of the stables maybe
Uncharmed.
get the recast as soon as the other one ends, and they just rotate in shifts like that.
Good. Okay, so because Charm Monster works on them, that means my plan will work on them.
Nice.
What's your plan?
So one of my spells,
Sorry, I had a mouthful of ice cream.
so one of my spells is Onieric Horror. I don't know how you actually pronounce that first word, but basically it creates an illusion that only one thing can see of their greatest fear. So I can just make people think that the bugs have gone fucking insane.
Child.
What, by
Or that
scaring
there's-
the bugs, or by scaring one person to think that the bugs have escaped?
My plan was scare the bugs
Yeah, good.
and
I like that.
have it rampage and try to kill or run away from this thing,
I'm
and
just trying to think of what the fucking giant ant's worst fear would be.
The
giant
kid from...
or anteater.
No, I'm thinking of the kid from
From Ant
that
Life?
fucking yeah,
From
Ant
Ant
Life.
Life?
From Ant Life. Continue.
Or the movie Ants with a Z.
Oh yeah, that
Ooh,
one.
Yeah.
Or the movie A Bug's Life.
Or the movie Ant Bully.
Or Toy Story.
Amberley, hell yeah, that's the thing I was
Right.
thinking of.
Jesus. Okay, so
No, I
are
don't
you-
think the
what's
bug
your-
has ants in it.
Are these local animals, or are they like a real expensive import?
I wouldn't say they're like an import. They're these things are native to like the region. They're desert.
keep-
You find them in deserts. They're domesticated somewhat.
Can I like roll knowledge nature to see if Takiko knows anything about them that could be useful to what we're trying to do?
Yeah.
Because he's been roaming around the desert for a while, so he might
They
have seen
are animals.
some. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a 23.
Yeah, you know that you would guess that if you dispel the charm monster on it, just because of the way the magic works, the ants will probably go on a violent rampage.
Great. Very good.
You also know with a 23 that you could probably get away with stampeding the horses and camels, just like you as yourself.
Oh, what, like, so if we let them out, they would just...
Yeah, you can. You would do a handle animal to like run them around.
Okay. Takiko is into the bug plan. I'm guessing Dreamy has sort of relayed the plan to everyone.
Yeah.
Takiko is into the bug plan so that he can wrangle himself some horses and maybe get some of them to, like, escape so that it slows, like, supply, basically.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good plan.
Now, you guys gonna do that tonight, or are you gonna wait until morning?
I mean, is there any reason why we would wait?
Um,
Would we know that as...
The main thing I can think of is, are people, like, actively working right now?
Yes. They're on 24-hour shifts.
Okay.
Less people at night, but they do have people working at night.
So the question is, do we want it to happen at night when it will be darker and spread more confusion? Or do we want it to happen during the day when there will be more people around to see it, but also possibly more people to stop it?
I think doing it at night is the better option. It also allows us a lot more margin of error regarding
Yeah.
stealth.
Okay. That reminds
I mean,
me,
we
do I
could
put
also
points in
do some
stealth?
additional stuff. You know, we're trying to spook this shit up. You know, so we could get some weird stuff going. I don't know.
Yeah, does
Try and, like,
is there a there's a worshipped pantheon of deities, I guess, in this area, right?
Yeah, Osiris
Yes.
has its own set of deities. They're literally just the Egyptian
They're-
gods.
Just
is it-
Egyptian gods.
Is there a Khonshu? Is there a Birdman?
Yeah, I think that's Ra.
His
By the power of Ra.
The sun god with a bird head.
There's
Yeah.
also fucking
what's the one I'm
Horus.
thinking of?
Winged Dragon of Ra?
Thoth is an ibis head.
I'm pretty sure Horus has a bird head.
Yeah, like half of them are just birds.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking of Ra.
Ra.
Yeah. I was just thinking of doing some sort of, since I've got a decent, like, well, I've got decent like intimidation. Maybe I could do like a, I am a, I am a doombringer from this certain god that is also a bird. Hello, I am a bird. Stir up some shit that way.
That's an interesting idea. Yeah. I mean, I just thought of a problem there though. Is that? Oh wait, no, you have your hat of disguise.
I do. I currently have it on, so I'm a human.
Oh, yeah.
But
I
I
was
can
just
take
thinking
it off and be like bird.
obviously, you'd like just the next day they look around at their fellow air quotes, slave slash person here at the dig site, and it's the person from last night who claimed to be a doombringer. But
Yeah.
no, that solves things.
No, I got a hat of disguise. So I could do that maybe. Maybe if we do the bug plan / scare off the horses and the camels. And then and then I can be fleeing, being like the end is nigh.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Yeah, Mithra kind of speaks up and says, I think with the way things work here, just spreading rumors around campfires would be sufficient. There's no need to go that far out.
Mm.
At least not yet. Not right now.
Yeah.
Look, we're all homosexual here. Like, I think we need a bit of drama.
We
It
need a
is
bit of-
Pride Month after all.
we need a bit of pizzazz.
Yeah.
Mithra
See, I don't
flips her hair and says, like, I'm not opposed to pizzazz by any measure.
I don't think Takiko knows enough about religion to be able to figure out something that might actually be a prediction of someone who follows, like, Ra or Khonshu or whatever. So, I don't know, he might be good at theatrics, but not necessarily actually knowledgeable.
Well, let's see. Your best bets would be Ra or Horus.
Rasputin.
Ra is the big boss of all the gods. Horus
Big boy.
was, I want to say he was, like, I actually don't remember what Horus's domains are. Egyptian mythology was never my strong suit.
Yeah.
Now, if only my other partner is here, because she did a degree in Egyptology and ancient history.
Nice.
Hey, yo. All right.
I noticed Satesh is Ra's son.
Mm-hmm.
Is that helpful?
Yeah, I think, yeah, if I can be like, ooh, spreading some stories about our good Lord Ra.
Have you heard? Have you heard the word?
Have you heard the word from our good Lord Birdhead Ra? Sorry, but I think we should
As
definitely
opposed
do.
to normal head Ra?
Yeah, I think we should definitely do the bug horse spooking plan first before we do anything else.
Yeah.
Like in under cover of night, and then if it fails, we've only wasted a few hours of recon and not, a whole day.
Okay. And then for the bug spook plan, do we want to do it on one that is currently working? Or do we want to do it on one in the stables, presumably getting its spell recast?
Would your spell be affected by a charm monster spell?
I
Would
don't
it-
see why it would.
Would it have a lesser effect since it's basically being distracted or compelled in a different way?
Like, Charm Monster just makes it friendly towards, whoever cast the Charm Monster.
Mm.
My spell is, it just manifests their greatest fear in front of them.
Nice and casual.
Diably. As we all know.
Maybe if we go and have a look at what the stables look like, whether they're like secure, like if they're like secure and tucked away, and like maybe a stampede or a real spooked big bug, I can't remember its name, Ankeg, wouldn't help that much if it was like stables that were like tucked away and secure. But if they were like kind of shim sham, like on one of the main paths, supply routes through this camp, it would maybe be better. So maybe if we have a look at it first, and then we can decide whether to nab one from here or one from where they're working.
I think we should definitely do it in the presence of people.
Yeah.
So not not while they're at rest in the stables.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I should note, if I burn all of my second level spell slots, that's I can do that 4 times. I would prefer not to do that because, I don't want to have to use all of my spells.
I mean, in that case, we don't actually need them to be spooked. We just need the idea that there's stuff fucky going on. So we could just, I don't know, sneak in at night, kill all the bugs and the everything in the stables, and like set it up to look real, like, I don't know, demonic or something.
I'm gonna be honest,
So they'll go in and just be like, "What the fuck? Why is there an Among Us made out of entrails?"
I am not certain that we are capable of fighting that many Ankegs. If I remember correctly, they're, like, legitimately tough.
Well, if they're asleep in the stables, then we could just go around coup de grace-ing them.
Hiko is gripping his walking stick, saber, scepter, what's it called? Scythe thing, with increasing uncomfortableness at the idea of killing so many innocent animals.
You want to do a midnight coup? I don't know about that.
Destiny reference, classic.
There you go. We should just spook them. I don't think there's a
Look,
reason to kill them.
Tikiko, I understand that this isn't very tasteful, this plan that I've come up with, but it's a way of stopping this operation, this whole slave operation, and potentially disaster if they succeed in getting what they're after. And from my perspective, this is what needs to be done. Ida's just sort of standing there, arms crossed, looking
Again,
Tikiko,
fairly neutral.
Tikiko is trying to forget that his scythe has things that would help him be more successful when he coup de grace things.
Also,
he's just sat there like, no.
We're all very stealthy. I've got my sword. I could easily get through the armor. You have your scythe. I'm sure our new friend here has some way that they could contribute to this midnight coup.
Not especially.
Well, I mean, you can keep watch.
Also, there's the fact that all of these guards, like that'll probably be a more heavily guarded thing. Like, the casting a spell I can do from, anywhere within line of sight, pretty much. Like, I don't have to be all that close to them. But, like, going around killing them all, that has a pretty good chance of getting caught. And also, if we do get caught, we are all fucking dead.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi, do we know how many guards there are?
A lot.
yeah.
Yeah, sure. That plan's not viable. Then forget it.
Mithril,
Yes.
is there much like eyes to the skies? Are they, they're like guarding, obviously, like the ground and um, doing a lot of stuff. Obviously, that's like, what's it called? When it's like terrestrial? No. Um, is there anything in the air that we have to be scared of? Like maybe think people on flying things, patrolling, people shining lights in the air. You know.
She
Do
kind
they
of
have
thinks,
flat guns?
and it's like, no, not that I'm aware of.
Because I do have a thing where I can fly for a bit. Yeah, I can fly for like 6 minutes. So if I needed to do some like scouting of our immediate path for like 6 minutes, I can do that.
Mm.
And I can fly pretty well. I can get pretty high up.
Yeah.
I am quite large, but if they're not looking up, then
I also have. I've got very good vision, and I also have a spyglass, so I have that ranged on a same level perception.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like two fronts there.
Yeah, Takiko's got Eyes of Eagle as well, which is I
Hey,
think a
high five!
bonus perception. I've got like a 15 perception skill, so
Yeah, we love the eyes of the eagle. I've
Mhm.
got 14.
yeah. So if you
Yeah,
wanted me to do
Scarab
that,
doesn't think. Scarab hasn't noticed anyone necessarily patrolling up in the air.
or like just like general, when they like fling spotlights into the air every now and again.
No, yeah, they don't. They don't really do that. No, there's not a lot
Okay.
of air combat.
This is not the
I don't
Forsaken
know.
Fortress.
These are questions that Takiko would have.
I've
Yeah,
got an
there's
idea.
not a
Well-
lot of gnomes in the area, so they're not really concerned about airships.
Ide, what's your idea?
Neth, darling, do you think you could make some sort of poison to, I don't know, make all the bugs ill? Like, yeah, it wouldn't kill them all, but like, it would be like a plague, almost.
Yeah, Nath, what's your capacity for murder?
I don't know if I can poison a large group of people or living things that well. I don't
Well,
think I have
it's
the
like
ability to do that.
adding stuff to their food, their feed.
I don't think so.
Damn. What's your my size see?
I can turn poisonous fluids into wine.
Can you do that opposite? Can you flip it?
I'm looking. I don't think I can.
Now that, personal Jesus.
Personal
boy.
Jesus. Neth, you are my personal Jesus. I think if we think too hard about this any longer, we'll think ourselves into a circle and never do anything. So,
That's true.
all
right.
Takiko, if it's
Let's go
good
with
with
the
everyone
original
else, Takiko is gonna do maybe a bit of scouting, like
The food?
3 minutes. I don't think it would take me 3 minutes of active flying time to get to the stables, will it?
Let's see. The stables from where you're at is like 500 feet away. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
You
no.
should be able to just bop
My
over
flying
there.
speed is 30 feet, and yeah, I'll be fine. Okay.
Just a bit.
Is there like a Is there a very quiet area, maybe behind a nearby sand dune?
The tents are super crowded, actually. So like, you can get away with doing whatever you need to
Would
do.
I be getting away with shooting up into the air without anyone noticing?
Probably if you time it right.
You know what I could do? I could set up a distraction for you.
Also, people are still like distracted by the food cart that you guys came in on.
True. Okay. Takiko is like, stay here. I will be almost exactly 6 minutes. And it's gonna walk basically to the opposite end of the camp to where the food truck is. Food cart.
Yeah.
To like a bit where people have upped and left to get food.
Okay.
It's dark, right? Is it dark now?
It's getting dark. Yeah, it's like sunset-y.
Okay. If I wait any longer, people will start returning. So
Yeah.
I think as you're doing that, Ide's gonna go out and just sort of she's gonna do something to sort of help distract. So she'll probably act a bit drunk, maybe, and just make a bit of a ruckus, a bit of a noise around the fire where most people seem to be gathering.
okay. Do you want me or Ide to roll anything?
Yeah, why don't you give me a stealth check there, Takiko? Stealthy boy. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
These are fucking TR negative a billion slaves. They're not gonna pay attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me flick what I'm doing into chat so that people can see it. Just like the brief description I've got of it. It's not much, but
You're flying with your tango wings.
yeah,
I wonder if giving you invisibility would have helped. Oh well.
yeah, it's fine.
Alright.
Yeah, so it's 1 minute
Fine.
per caster level, and obviously caster level 6, so
Yeah.
like 6 minutes. Yeah, Takiko like ducks behind a tent, and you see like, you know, in that one fucking Billie Eilish music video where the wings are like real fucked looking. They're like extending, but they're like really like jagged movements. It's sort of like that. But like you could just see like it's like illuminated from a light that's like between Takiko and like the canvas of the tent. So if anyone was looking, it would just be like a weird fucking shadow puppet, like. And then he shoots up into the air.
You shoot up into the air and you circle the stables. The other
Yeah,
tokens are just here because of you guys eventually coming here, so don't worry about that.
Fuck
The
yeah!
party's not here. But there you
Yeah,
are.
I'm being as fast. I'm literally just like, I'll roll perception or something.
Can you
I'm
technically
literally.
can you take dash actions in this game?
Don't think so.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, I thought you could.
I'm literally
double
because
moving is a thing and running is a thing, but I'm not certain if you can do either of those while flying.
Yeah, I think that was a specific thing while flying.
Yeah,
It was like a feat or something.
I mean, if it was like flying to your movement, like it was an addition to your movement, then maybe. But this is just like a magical.
Yeah, I'm
ultimate.
literally like flying here, doing maybe a sort of loop around just to try and because we haven't seen the stables, so
Yeah,
think
no, you can.
I'm literally just like flying there, swooping around, taking note of things that look important, and then immediately coming back.
Yeah,
Like,
no, you
hanging
can do
around.
that with your 6 minutes. That's enough to do that. You can give me a perception check to spot anything that you can't see immediately on the map.
Thank you.
Would you say that you're at a stable elevation?
Well, Tikiko is gonna nosedive towards Ide when he comes back. Just full like,
This beak.
I'm like,
just full like bird trying to catch a fish, like.
I'm T-posing.
Perception, yeah.
Yes, please.
There we go. Oh, I'm rolling terrible. Not bad, but
Oh wow! Does that include those pluses though?
It does. I think I added those. Yes.
I mean, with the amount of time you're up there, you should be able to make multiple rolls, right?
Um. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah,
No,
you
it doesn't.
see.
No, it doesn't actually. So that is 28.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these big tents are obviously for the ankegs here. You
Big guys.
see the guys kind of moving around, uh, feeding them some mess. There's some trails that kind of circle around to the north. Um, it looks like the main road that you see on the main map. It kind of like ends down there. I didn't make that big of a map for this. These are like maybe guard tents. This guy's taking a piss on the tree.
Nice.
And there's some horses in these smaller ones too.
Okay. What's in that big one off to the side? Is that anything special?
This one? No, it's just empty.
This one. Yeah.
Yep.
Just empty. Okay.
Yeah, because they only have about 8 here at a time, so they just kind of circle
Yeah.
through and like
Would
clean
I be
one
able
out.
to, based on like the amount of pancakes I can see now versus the space in the stables, can I tell like how many of these creatures they have total?
There's 8 of them. Yeah, you can see 8.
Like, no, I mean, like on the whole, the entire.
total?
Yeah,
Yeah. So if you extrapolated,
yeah. If I'm like being like, oh well, if there's like 2 in a stable or like 3 in a stable, and there's only 1 in that one, then there's 2 missing.
yeah. So there are 24. You would guess, based on their stables.
Okay. All right. Well, knowing that and seeing what I've seen, I'm gonna fucking beeline it back.
How
Bird
big are
line it.
these? You said they're big, but like, are they like bigger than horse size, like bear size, or are they like smaller?
They are large-sized creatures.
Okay,
So yeah, bear.
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 they're just plated bears. Easy.
All right. Oops.
Oh, I'm gonna land and then do my little excited crow bird sideways walk back to the tent and then relay the information.
Like a penguin.
Have you missed
Hopping.
my description of birds?
Just this Tengu adult man hopping like a excited crow.
Hey, he's got bird legs. Okay,
You do that.
yeah. So, what do we think, everyone?
Okay.
I'm back.
And how many guards were there again? There weren't that many that we could see.
Like
You
half of
saw 4, but the tent suggested maybe there were more
More?
than that.
Okay.
I mean, if these are the main fucking diggers of the operation, then they're gonna be protected pretty good. Our one advantage that we have with these is that they are they are sentient and can have opinions on things that scare the shit out of them. So,
And let's see. Based on your recon, about how close would it be possible to get with without being noticed reasonably?
I mean, there was a lot of stables like the stables were like bunched. There's like a T junction of road, but like there was like 5 or 6 stables like clumped together, so you could sort of get all twisty in between them. But it was pretty heavily guarded on the main road bits, so
I need
Yeah,
to
you
get
could break off from the road from what you saw and just like come around from like the northern angle a little bit.
Yeah.
And probably
I-
not get seen with a stealth check.
Okay.
I had an idea. What if we use the spell on them as they're getting changed out? So the gates are open. So there's a chance for the other creatures to get spooked by the ones that are freaking out and run away or exit the paddock in some way.
That's a good idea. Mithril, do you know what time they, change shifts for the bugs?
I think the night shift is coming up in like maybe an hour or so.
Okay, yeah, that seems like a plan. Okay. Um, so the biggest drawback of this is that I am not especially stealthy. Like, I can leave my backpack here so that it's not jangling around. And, yeah.
Do these things hate fire? These things hate fire, right?
I mean, most animals dislike fire to a certain extent.
Okay, that's what I thought.
We can keep that as like if we need to go hot, literally.
Takiko's like, I'm not keen
I
myself.
mean, what if you just like open the gates and then set the stables on fire or something? Then it would just be a stampede.
Mm.
That's true. I do have some alchemist's fire.
I think if we get there and see what the sitch is, maybe just before switching out time, then we can make a decision as it's becoming switching out time, whether we like freak them out, set fire to things, or both.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to head over there then?
Yeah.
Let's do a sneak.
Doing a sneak. All right.
Sneak.
Give me some stealth checks while you're heading over here. Coming from the
Okay.
north corner.
So I'm going to drop off my backpack and like hide it somewhere with Mithril.
Oh yeah, Mithril can take care of anything you're hiding out.
What do I want to keep on?
He can have a backpack. I don't think he does. Does he? He has a bag of holding, but
The main thing is my backpack bumps me up to a medium load, which gives me a -3 on my stealth. So yeah, I'm gonna keep.
yeah, no, I think I'm good. I'm on light load because of my bag of holding. So
Okay. I'm gonna
You
keep.
Yeah,
stealthy?
that's good.
I'm gonna keep
Shout
my
out to
wands and my
the 10
spell
plus 10.
book and a. Let's see. I think my scroll box can hold.
I have plenty of space in my bag of holding if you need to hold on to anything.
Okay, yeah, I'll shove some of my scrolls in your bag of holding.
I have 40 kilograms before I'm even at 0.
Okay.
So if you just want to assume that I'm carrying most of your stuff, feel free.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I made sure to invest in some. It's like
I'm
a holding.
yeah, I'm.
Yeah.
I'm at. Yeah, I have quite a lot of room in my bag of holding. I don't have much stuff that isn't like light naturally. Oh, can I? I'm gonna put away my my floating torch. My Oon. I-O-U-N torch.
Your ion stone? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got an ion torch which is floating like near me. I'm gonna like stuff that away, but apart from that, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Bastard will stay in the tent with Mithril.
Mithril pets him.
Good.
Moment of truth. Let's see how I do on a stealth roll. Average.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine, actually. They nobody seems to have noticed you.
There should also be
A
noted.
couple of the horses kind of like huff and like you can hear him whinny a little bit when Dreamy gets close, but otherwise,
I'm
everything
also
seems
not
fine.
getting super close. I don't need to be super close. I'll probably be like, I don't know. Would it be safe? Would I? I'm gonna be like as far as I really can and still have line of sight. Like I think this spell
Okay.
has 160-foot range. Yeah.
Okay. The map doesn't go out that far, but yeah, we'll say that.
Okay. So I am further away in case things get bad.
Yes. All right. So yeah, it's much the same kind of situation as before. The guys are just kind of vibing with the animals. Feeding time's over. Some of them are getting water from this pond over here, which looks like it's magical. And so they're kind of like just making the rounds, dumping the water in the stables, doing what
Nice.
they need to.
Dreamy looks at that. Damn, I wish I had the spell to turn that into booze. I don't know what effect alcohol would have on ants. It might make them drunk, it might just kill them outright.
Or it might be. It might just mitigate what seems to might be the sort of the source of their chum monster spell.
That would make sense to
If
me.
it has been described as magical water. But anyway, are we spooking them? Are we wait? We're gonna wait for the changing of the guard, aren't we?
Yeah, we're waiting for the...
Or the
Changing
changing of the
the-
bugs.
Yeah.
The bug changing.
Are we, wait, before that,
Bugging.
just before that, are we gonna set up some alchemist fire to, burn some of these down?
Maybe
'Cause, like,
could we yeet an alchemist fire at the same time as the spell's being cast, so that there's a justifiable source for them being spooked? That
If you can-
if they're investigating afterward.
If you can get close enough to, like, set up a bunch of them, I could drop a sound burst on, like, a pile, and that should shatter the bottles. Of course, that is another second level spell, so...
how far can you throw them normally?
How
Can't
good's
remember.
a throwing arm?
I mean, throwing's based on dex, right? Right.
Strength.
Yeah. Strength?
Really? Well, then I'm not amazing. I've only got a 13 strength score.
I think...
Oh, is this fucking circling back to Takiko being the strongest person?
So
Look, I
think,
got 22 dexterity.
I think the accuracy of them is dependent on dex.
Well, I mean, my strength is 15 and my dex is 19.
22 dex, 13 strength.
Takiko is a buff bird.
And I keep forgetting.
Even Takiko's feathers have muscles.
I think my strength is at 7.
Mine's at 8.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
If only we had like a bomb sling or something.
I mean, I have a...
If only we had some
Yeah, I don't-
wands of like exploding, and then a wand rifle.
I would have been bad at using it, because I'm not...
Yeah, no worry. I
it would have
teased.
gone horribly.
I can.
What we
were
could
you
do
gonna
is
say?
have.
I was gonna say I could vomit a swarm of spiders, but I don't think that helps us.
I don't think that's helpful right now, darling.
Okay, so...
Neth, I've told you,
You
please
see me in the corner shoveling spiders out of my mouth, and I just like.
just lean over and
That's a fantastic party trick, but I don't think it'll...
she does it in the bedroom, and I I consider murder.
Okay, so
We could have Neff, who had the best stealth score, to sneak up and
I
plant
can
them.
also turn invisible. I can drink a potion that'll turn me invisible for a minute, or I can give that. I'm pretty sure I can give that to somebody else and turn them invisible if they want.
Yeah.
So Alchemist Fire has a maximum range of 50 feet. And at that point, you're
Like-
taking a -8 on your accuracy.
And accuracy is dependent on
Dex.
Dex. Ooh la la. Okay. So relatively far away. So there's the two plans. Have me throw it, or have Neff plant it stealthily.
I mean,
Honestly, I trust Neth's stealth.
yeah, I mean,
More.
if you're straight up invisible, I think you planting them and then spooky spell is cast and then sound spell is cast. That would be quite a good domino
I mean,
effect.
The problem with the sound spell is it also is using another one of those high level spell slots.
Yeah.
But how would we set them off otherwise?
While Neff would be able to do it manually.
You're gonna set each one off one at a time.
Well, no, because you'd be up close, so you could literally, point blank range, light them and throw them. Or is it? I can't remember. Alchemist
It's
Fire.
just a throw.
But,
It's a throw.
Are they Molotovs or are they like?
They're like
Yeah.
Molotovs. These aren't like
Yeah.
bombs or anything.
No,
Yeah, I can't remember if.
they explode on contact with air.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I
you
would
don't
have
need to
to,
light
like-
them.
Yeah, you just have to break the bottle open.
Yeah, you just need to throw them. And if you're
Okay.
invisible, you can literally just go straight up to that, to wherever.
Does invisibility wear off if I do an action?
If you do something aggressive, yes.
Hmm.
Whether or not.
Is throwing an
That's
object?
pretty aggressive. If
Yeah.
You're throwing a
Yeah.
fucking bomb.
I mean, you're throwing at an object. At
Actions
another
directed at an
object.
unintended object. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Causing harm indirectly is not. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd become uninvisible.
Okay.
Well,
I'll throw it then. I'll throw it.
okay. Maybe if we like
What we could do though
go
is
to different bits.
yeah. So we have Ide will throw them onto these three. Neth, who's invisible, will open these three.
Uh-huh.
So we've got the fire burning on this side, and definitely these ones open, as well as the changing of the bugs, and also
one of them getting
X
spooked.
amount of one or two getting spooked, depending on how many Peter's
Yeah.
willing to spend spell slots on.
These are
Okay.
just. Are these so? These stables. Are these tents? Just like tents on top of it. Like, are they burnable?
Yeah, they're just little like dust cover things. Canopies.
Could I just stick a torch to one of them and like light it on fire that way?
Maybe it's treated.
Hmm.
It's not like just like raw cotton out there.
Okay. Yeah. So.
It's got like wax and lacquer and whatever other weatherproofing stuff is in it.
Back up? Hardly not.
You hear some clanking and some trump stomping as the ants come marching in.
Oh man, I love Trump stomping.
Yeah. As the ants come marching home.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh god!
So
Oh god, everything is going wrong. Okay. So
Okay.
So Neth was going through to like invisibly open up cages, right?
yeah. Ide will throw.
Would opening something be like sleight of hand or like?
Normally it's just a move action unless it's locked.
Yeah, you could just open
mean,
it.
It should
Oh,
just
cool.
they should just be very simple padded gates. And
Yeah,
that's,
they're super not locked.
that's
Okay, cool,
literally
cool.
like a flick of the wrist.
Okay.
Look
And
at the wrist.
so
Start washing the ants off.
yeah, once some time has passed, and presumably we would have set up some kind of signal with Neth for, hey, the gates are open. So once
I mean, that'll probably be the alchemist's fire, wouldn't it?
probably. So once that happens, I am going to scope out the biggest, nastiest looking bug they got, and I'm going to cast Oniric Horror.
Okay.
Nice.
A will
So-
save. I'm gonna say it's like this guy up here.
Fire. Fire. Fire.
If possible, I would be targeting one of the ones in this group.
Oh, in the group they're switching. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. It succeeds its will save.
Okay.
Oh, that's a reflex save. Just kidding.
Okay.
I clicked will, but it said reflex. That's fine, I guess.
That's
it
fine.
fails its will save
Okay.
by 1.
Yeah,
Christ.
so it sees a fucking giant. I don't know what this thing's greatest fear is. I like the idea of giant anteater just because that's
Sure.
hysterical.
Giant anteater slurping up his buddies,
Yeah.
and he just starts tromping around, and he has to a full attack against the imaginary creature.
Yeah, so it just starts like flailing, trying to kill the air.
Yeah, it's runs over to like here and starts flailing around, and this guy's gonna be like, "Whoa, what the?" and be an idiot and get caught in its fucking grasp.
Yeah, probably splashing acid everywhere because don't these things have fucking acid jaws?
They spit acid.
Ugh.
They've got ass jaws.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna just start unlocking these.
Yeah.
And it does
I
get a
don't know
new
what
will
the
save
fuck
every
Pico
round.
is
but-
doing.
This guy, yeah, he's gonna chomp at him. Yeah, that hits him. That hits him. 13. This guard gets bitten really badly, and there's just blood and acid everywhere. He's like screaming. One of his arms is missing. It's turning into a mess already.
Great.
All right, and you have thrown some fires onto this.
Yes.
Okay. They just become panics, I think, because this is Pathfinder 1. And their fucking house is on fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna unlock all the stables.
Okay. You do that.
Like-
You know, now that they're all free and Neth is in the middle of them, it occurs to me: do they have some way of detecting Neth when she's invisible?
I have plus 37 to it because I'm invisible.
Well, let's,
Okay, but if
do
they have like
s-
blindside
I
and
mean,
tremor
if
sense,
they do have something.
I don't think they do. They have. Oh, they do have tremor sense.
Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
But are they gonna attack her?
I mean,
They-
it's just them
there's
attacking
so much
another
going on right
invisible
now.
thing. Yeah.
They don't. They don't care. They're
And then
bugs.
I'm gonna. Should I unlock any of the fire ones or no?
Yes.
These guys are just like breaking out and like
Oh,
climbing
cool.
Yeah,
Then
they
I'm
can
gonna
get
just,
out on
I'm gonna
their
just
own.
like walk like north and then back around towards where we were in.
Yeah. All right.
Do we want to do anything else? to
These
add
guys
to
are freaked the fuck out. These horses are starting to freak out because there's fire.
Yeah, like if no one's looking, I'm gonna just
These guys
casually
are in a
pop
panic.
open the horse enclosures too.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. You
Just
will do
unlock
one as
that,
well.
unlock that, walk back over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Nobody
the
did
horses
the third one.
fucking stampede.
Great.
Panic, baby.
Ah!
So very good.
Should we
Should we head back?
Yeah, I was about to say, are we gonna
Yeah,
leave up
shall we?
this?
We just
We-
caused chaos, and we're good. Let's
Yeah,
go back.
we'll cause chaos and fucking dip.
Anarchy, baby.
Just dip.
What do I
Okay,
have
let's see.
on me?
I mean,
Oh,
before we
nice.
go, I'll drop one more Onir core on probably this one, like, you know, so that these guys are flanked by crazed bug and crazed horse.
Oh, good. The horse will just fail because I don't have horse stats. So yeah. This guy
Man.
runs up to try and grab the horse to prevent it from fucking stampeding and just gets fucking reared up on and bashed in the face by horse.
Oh, Ness. This is so romantic. It reminds us when we first met.
Sure.
Everything was on fire.
Everything was on fire. There were
And
Dream
you
guys
guys-
spiders.
squints at you guys.
you were eating spiders. Yeah.
Make your escape.
Are you guys like actually terrorists? Like,
Anyway,
You guys are
I'm
now.
not judging. I'm just asking.
back to the camp. Come on, let's go. Before Neth eats any more spiders.
I don't
You're an
eat them,
invasive-
dear.
You are
I
an invasive
regurgitate.
species.
Nice.
Oh god.
Can our chaos be heard from this camp?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's just distant screaming, and you can see the smoke billowing up in the sky, and all the slaves are like, "What's going on?" It's not a good
I wonder what's
time.
going on over there.
Ha!
I hear this campsite is haunted.
Oh yeah, do you say that? Do you just try and tell them that it's haunted? And there's a check.
I mean,
Hey, a fire over there. It looks like. Go deal with it.
I mean, it's mostly just like, wow, shit, I didn't expect that curse to happen before we even got into the tomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. We were just like saying this really loudly.
So
God,
we'll need a
yeah,
bluff check.
Yeah, it kind of gives you second thoughts, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know how
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Oh, we just came off another fucking cursed place. Come on.
That is not a great bluff check from Dreamy.
I'm not even bothering rolling bluff. I have
You
nothing
get a
in
plus
bluff.
6 as well.
Nice.
So yeah, a 27.
Temporary plus 6. What?
You get. Let's see. Either with assisting, you succeeded assisting. That's another plus 2. Yeah, you get like 6 people to just like leave.
Cool. Great.
Here's your little baggie. You know.
They just turn tail and just like run into the desert.
Is it just like
Dead.
is it just all of these people?
Yeah, sure.
just like,
I'm
fuck
not
it.
gonna like subtract people from the map because there's a bunch of them. But yeah, you definitely get like 5 or 6 people just to fucking turn tail and run
Nice.
away.
Brilliant.
Do we want to try anything else before morning?
Yeah, how long did that take?
That took a little while because you waited like an hour for them to switch out the thing, and then you attacked at the right time, and yeah.
Nice.
You were sneaky at them too, and they didn't see you, so you just avoided a combat basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Great.
Do we want to go,
Fucking
like,
great.
fuck with the supplies as well?
Yeah, while there's a massive distraction by the stables, can we go scout something else that's not next to the not near the stables?
Yeah. Where do you want to go?
What
Probably,
were the options?
like Ide said, maybe the supplies.
The
Yeah.
supply road.
Maybe?
There's not really like a supply depot. They just bring in a wagon every day.
Oh, I thought that was what the supplies on the map meant.
Nope, that's just the road. That's where they dump all the sand though.
Oh boy, a sand dump.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go check out that sand dump.
Let's go steal their sand.
No, Neth will eat the sand
No,
again.
no. What we gotta do is we take the sand and we put it
And we
back
just
in
put it
the
back.
hole.
Oh, we put it back in the hole. Oh my! Imagine if we had fucking Haywet here. She just goes in and undoes all the work overnight.
I can give one of you ants haul, which gives you the triple carrying capacity. Let's go. We can carry that sand.
Oh,
We can just
no.
move that sand.
They've been
Move it.
working at this for so long. That's so much sand.
Tyler Buff in holes 2. It's payback time.
Oh no. Can we?
Stanley yelled
Can I?
ants.
Can we get a view of the map again, please?
Yes.
Please.
Thank you. Okay.
We could go do something at the graveyard.
Yeah, I want to go see the
'Cause-
graveyard.
Basically, my idea is, we make it look like something's happened here, something,
Oh,
and,
and then it
obviously,
travelled this way.
exactly.
Mm,
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, let me get.
Yeah, so can we like do that? just completely circumvent the stables, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just cross the desert. Yeah, that's
Before we get there, though, from a distance, Ide is going to check out the area just so we have an idea of what we're going into.
sure. It's not. I mean, obviously, it's not that well guarded. It's mostly dead people. Oh, it just stops the music.
Great.
Nice.
Do this.
Not ominous.
Because
Who's
it's
this?
just
Oh, there it is. There's desert wind.
just a
Who's
roll.
this?
I'm going to make a perception check as well.
And where?
Yeah, you see, there's a person up there. Also, I need to get your token
24, 10 plus 14.
for perception.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you see one person. Looks, she's dressed in like priestess garb. What you guys like over here?
Should we kill her?
Why-
Immediately.
I think Neth's hungry, don't worry about it.
Yeah, there is. This is. There's a single woman here who like is out of her tent and like looking towards the fucking stables right now.
Mhm. Could she be the? Oh fuck! What was the person that was like influencing Ancelotta? Was like being like, oh, basically trying to maybe control her or influence her decisions. Was there someone
No.
like that?
She allied with Master Sloan, who is a monk, who is probably in the main camp.
Okay, all right. that's fine.
And he's Shalaxian. And
Oh,
people
okay.
have heard rumors about a spooky voice coming from the pyramid dig site.
Okay. All right. So it's not him.
Yes.
Okay.
She is just a human lady who is sipping her canteen nervously and looking at the chaos that you've done.
Is she dressed in like the garments of any specific religion?
Yes. Let me look up her stats. She is Ventresca. Where are you, Ventre? I have to fucking look all the way at the back because I didn't put it on her token. I'm a genius. I'm a genius and the best fucking GM.
Yeah, it's Genius Master, right? Yeah.
The master, yeah, that's what it is. It's Genius Master. Okay, let's see. We got Sloaney. We
Or
got
Giant
Big
Meat.
Bad. Give me a knowledge religion check.
I got you.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the big Neth hit.
Okay.
It's not gonna be that big. I only have not that much to this.
I'll let Neth do it since I don't have that one and I don't want to burn any more rounds.
How much exactly, Neth?
Bad roll. But that'll be a 24.
Okay.
See,
24.
That was only a 6, so rip.
Rip in peace.
plus 18.
Well, plus 14, plus inspiration.
Yeah.
Because I get that for free on knowledge checks.
More like
Let's
to
see.
be.
She is from what you can tell, is a priestess of let's see. She's a priestess of Kepiri, the dung beetle.
Dung eater.
She, the embodiment of peasants.
Oh, she cool then. She cool.
Wait, sorry, what was she?
She's the dung eater.
The loathsome dung eater.
Yeah, she's the dung eater.
Uh-huh.
I've got an idea. Neth, if you can whip up an invisibility thing, I can just sneak up behind her and scare the shit out of her.
Why do we need to scare her?
I could
Well,
just scare her by vomiting spiders in front of her.
Well, we don't exactly want witnesses here.
Did you guys roll a stealth?
Oh, did
I
you
mean,
want to
the-
stealth?
The assumption is that we were stealthing over here, especially
why don't you-
after we
give
saw
me-
someone.
Give me a little checky poo. See if she notices you. She's done looking at the fires now. Okay.
Oh wow.
Dreamy's fine.
Dreamy's on top of it today.
20. Dirty.
Oh, down here. Ooh,
Oh my god.
nice.
Okay, yeah, she doesn't fucking see you guys.
Nice.
She turns the other way from where you're facing and just heads right back into her tent.
Okay.
Okay.
Does the tent have a door that is closed?
Oh yeah. She like
Yeah.
opens the flap open and then closes.
Strangely enough, it has a full mahogany door.
Takiko is gonna just start having a look at the graveyard.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go look at the graves.
You look at the graves. They're pretty simple. Is there anything I need to read for the graveyard? Although
We
none
sense
like to
motive on
speak
this
of it,
graveyard.
any operation as large as Karamesa's inevitably leads to a certain morality rate. Heat exhaustion, accidents, and overzealous slave masters inevitably take their toll. Those that perish on the job are quietly removed and covered here in this shallow mass grave.
Yikes.
Yeah. And there's some open ones too for like
For all the
Possibly
people that
death.
died today.
more people that might show up.
Good God. Okay.
So are we just coming here and like
Having a look.
putting a cult shit down and then leaving?
I've got an idea.
Yeah. What's your idea?
So, from the last adventure, I have in my possession
No bitches.
a swan boat feather token. Combine that with perhaps some minor trinkets and money that we have on our hands, and we've got a Egyptian funeral thing.
Yeah, and doesn't it specifically look like... I remember it specifically looks like an Egyptian reed boat, like a funeral type
It
boat.
should do because it was one of the ones that came from the pharaohs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
you
baby.
suggesting? You suggesting we just plonk a boat in the middle of the graveyard?
Oh baby, hell yeah I am.
Fill it with corpses?
And I'm suggesting we put the corpses specifically of any of the the peasants we find in it.
I mean, these are all peasants.
Yeah, these are all peasants.
Are we grave digging
Uh,
to then rebury them, technically?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, God, okay.
So do you guys follow any gods?
We're
No.
burying them with
We are the
in
gods.
the honor of their gods. You know,
So you're gonna grave rob them
we're not
Do
robbing
they
them.
rebury them?
I
and then
mean-
rebury them
We're not robbing
in
them.
an effigy that like spits in the face of whatever god you worship.
Look,
Dreamy is an atheist.
this is to help their
Oh
fellow.
boy, she's not going anywhere good when she dies.
Don't worry about it.
I
Don't say
won't
that.
because she's gonna die.
Yeah, Takiko specifically has just the word none under deity.
He worships he worships a specific nun.
No, it's just
Yeah,
the guy called
Rosario.
none.
Rosario from Genshin Impact.
Okay, I mean, it's like a cool idea. I have like some, I've got some. So I've got that stone figure and that bronze sculpture that we bought at the auction on fucking session 1
Yeah,
that I've never used.
I mean,
You
you,
do
you
have
did
those.
use it. It was the
I think
remote
those are
control
like
for the robot.
artifacts, but
I mean,
Yeah,
we
but it
definitely
adds
have-
to it.
We definitely have the option to potentially retrieve these afterwards.
I mean,
Do
that's
you?
handy in the new temple.
We super don't.
you are assuming a lot.
Are they gonna fucking get rid of an entire
Also-
boat in the desert?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
get
also
people
They're
to
gonna
carry
burn
it.
it.
Also, can we? Are they not going to hear the sound of a boat thudding into sand?
They're too busy with the fire.
They'll just-
What if we set her tent on fire? We don't know her though.
Ooh.
You guys want to assault a priest? A priestess?
What-
You want to see what happens when that
Okay.
happens?
What if we kill the priest and attach it to the figurehead of the boat? So it's like the
We
Egyptian
could
gods.
we could crucify her.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I'm just saying. We could get. I'm just saying we could get Almighty up in here.
You could, and
Fucking
you will have
speed-
some almighty concept.
Speed run to chaotic evil.
Need one that gets smited and die.
Look,
Arson is good.
yeah, this is good.
Us is good.
Fuck church.
Okay, one thing I have to ask about the feather token plan. Don't those only stay transformed for a specific amount of time, then they turn back?
I cannot remember. Let me
I
check.
am 90% sure that is correct. It's like minutes.
That would make sense
I
to
would
me.
expect the swan boat to last longer.
The boat lasts one day.
Okay.
One day.
Yeah. I think that's enough.
God, it can
It
carry
is- it is a
32
boat.
medium creatures.
Yeah.
So that would be like this entire
Not
graveyard.
just
That's
32 medium
massive, right?
characters.
32 people.
Not just
comfortably.
not just 32 medium characters, but also 8 horses and gear.
It says or
That's
8
like-
horses
that's like
in
a
gear.
Full ship.
Or no, yeah,
Yeah.
it,
says-
it does say
Yeah.
So,
It
in
says
case you ever had trouble at
Horses and gear.
sea,
32 medium characters.
Yeah, Lord
Or
forbid we
an
go anywhere
equivalent
that's not a
combination.
desert.
You know, they usually say like deserts are just like dried out seas. You know, same thing.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm willing to like toss a bunch of miscellaneous coins into there, just to, you know,
I don't think we have enough bodies here to fill up a boat.
Why do
That
we
large.
need to fill the boat?
these are mass graves. Remember?
Why do we need to fill the boat?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5,
how-
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. There are 28 corpses currently in the grave yard.
Also, it's
You have to excavate, aka grave rob, every single one of them.
No, you did say
disturbing
that
them.
they were shallow mass graves. Those were your exact words.
Yeah, it's a shallow mass grave.
No, this entire place is.
Yeah, like all of this.
Oh,
It's
I see.
not.
That being
There's no
said-
headstones or anything.
Also, what are the dimensions of this boat to fit in here? Like, this is it's a
There's
boat.
this is an open desert. Okay.
I don't
Okay.
think we should use that token. I think that it's not
It
useful
makes so
here.
much sense. It makes so much sense.
It does make a lot of sense until you consider the fact that
The boat will disappear.
we
all
don't
of
have
them will
like
just fall
a
on somebody.
single like functioning muscle between us. Digging
That's-
up all of these
that's not
corpses
true.
would be impossible.
The Kiko
That would
has that.
take
And
so long.
and
You
it
would
would
be disturbing the dead, which could have consequences, maybe.
Yeah, also I don't think we can do that without alerting the lady up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else are we gonna do?
And like if she's someone that we
Literally
maybe want to
anything
be
else.
on good terms with, we probably shouldn't be introduced to her via grave robbing.
Summon the boat on top of her tent.
Exactly. My wife has a point.
Can you dispel the coin whenever you want, or does it only like?
It lasts a day. Plus,
Oh,
you know,
Columbo
at
coming
that
up
point,
looking
it
at
would be in their
its
custody,
squished tent.
and then it changes
Like-
back, which is kind of suspicious.
Wait, what'd you say?
Columbo.
It does what?
It changes back into a coin after a day.
Mm.
So if
Yeah.
this big, you know, presumably supernatural boat turns into a fucking feather token after a day when they're, you know, the ones who have custody of it, that kind of tells them maybe it's not actually like a fucking curse.
You just want to suck the fun out of everything.
Can we just use it to crush somebody eventually? You know, it's fine.
Don't worry, I'll think of a
Lord
great.
forbid we ever come across a body of water.
Lord
You know,
forbid,
like one
a
that
girl
is
tries to have
10
fun.
miles
with
north
her-
of Sothis.
you know,
Yeah.
God forbid, I try to commit religious crimes. Okay,
Several, in fact.
there is
by
a
making
reason.
a boat in the middle of
There
the desert.
There is a reason that I and every character I play is not endorsed by the Pope, canonically,
I'm
in
gonna
real
make
life.
you drink Vomit Swarm. I swear
Not-
to God.
Not a single one of my D&D characters are endorsed by the church. Like, what's
Do
that
you
tell
know
you,
how
huh?
many religions there are in Pathfinder?
No, I'm
I'm
talking
looking
about
up-
the real life church.
I'm looking up Kepri as a religion. Or the cult of Kepri. Is
Kepri's
that what
sword?
this is that what
Storm,
this guy is?
Fantastic Two.
Yeah, there's no like formal church.
Yeah.
He's a cult.
I'm seeing that their symbol is a blue scarab. Scarab beetle.
Yes, and she
Uh,
has a blue,
the blue beetle?
robes on.
I have a scarab brooch thing. Scarab pin.
You do.
So can I just try to can I like put that on in a very obvious place on my body and then try and like introduce myself and make conversation?
Yeah.
I
Because
mean,
like
is that the angle we're going to take here? Like, we came here to do some occult shit.
we came here to see what was going on, but if it's
Could
just
like
one
dig them
poor
up and like
priestess,
form the bodies in a big scarab, you know, like White Walkers.
I don't think
Yeah.
this priestess is representing the religion of the oppressors. I think this priestess has been here. And it's just been like, you look after the corpses, and it's like, alright.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else besides boat.
A boat?
Look,
No brain, just boat.
Operation
Just
Model
boat.
Warships would
Just
have
boat.
worked. Operation Model Warship would have worked.
Oh, I love you.
You
Alright.
know,
Boat.
Bolt.
Dreamy's gonna head up the hill. Like, we can probably see the fucking stables from here, right? Like,
Yeah, you can. It's off in the distance for sure, but yeah, it looks like they got the fire. You see that just horses are just like in every direction.
okay, would that every direction include this direction?
Yeah, there might be one or two coming this way. just moseying at this point. They're not like running or stampeding.
And these are riderless horses.
What?
What?
Are they ride? Are these
Oh,
horses
riderless.
riderless?
Yeah, they're just a couple like workhorses.
Good.
Yeah, aren't they just like the horses we let out? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's okay.
we're supposed to be making it look like this place is cursed, right?
Yes.
What says more cursed than dismembered animal corpses?
For fuck's sake!
boat.
Here we go. Here we go, Poopy. I've got the boat
God.
ready.
The tent flap opens. Is someone out here?
Look, canonically, Ide keeps the token under her tongue, ready to spit out at any time, like Kimberly in fucking Metal Alchemist with his.
Hey,
second-
Takiko and Dreamy, you guys were talking up here. Do you want to?
Yeah,
I
no,
mean, Dreamy's
I'm
specifically hiding behind this obelisk or rock. or
Yeah, I think I'm
whatever
the
it
only
is.
one that's visible, so I'm like I'm walking up.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
being like,
Hi.
hello.
Are you in disguise right now?
Yes, in my hat disguise. Yeah.
Your hat disguise. She's like, "Oh, you're far away from the tents. Is your shift over?"
Yes, I was just terrified. I'm gonna point towards the chaos. And be
Oh
like,
yeah.
Terrified. I was just coming to because I wanted to check that this area was dreamy. What are you doing?
Dreamy is going to reactivate Pageant of the Peacock to look like noble again. Oh yes, he's with me.
Just
She raises an eyebrow, knowing that there are only two nobles who have slaves here.
Yes, I'm a visiting dignitary. Pleasure to meet you. She's not being as much of a like flagrant bitch as she was being the other day.
Oh, from
You mean-
Sophis.
An hour
Yes.
ago.
Yeah, an hour ago.
Yeah. Well, more like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah,
ago,
2 or
but
3
yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've made Dreamy would remember the lady's name. Peter doesn't. The lady in charge.
Kefir something.
Yeah.
Kefiri.
I've made Kafiri's acquaintance a couple of times, and when I heard about this project, it just seemed so interesting, so I figured I would come see what's happening.
Oh, Karen Mercer. She is. She seemed a little ruthless for friends, but I guess surprises happen every day.
More acquaintance than friends, you know, you know how we nobles are always going to fancy galas and that. We've made passing acquaintance, and that's really it.
Give me a bluff check.
Okay. God, this seems like a really important one.
I'm glad that I'm re-logging back in so that I can't inadvertently fuck it up.
Do I want to... Yeah, this will probably be the last thing we do today, so I am going to use one of a 1 per day ability I have to immediately take 20 on a bluff check. So I
Okay.
get an automatic nat 20, which with my current bonus is like a 41.
Yeah, she's
Because
like,
I don't want to risk failing this.
she's like, she completely believes everything you say. She's like, oh, you know, I never took her for a woman to take guests, but maybe this dig really is that important to her.
Can I
I'll be
like?
honest,
what?
I don't know for certain. I hope she is. If not, no harm, no foul. I can head back to Sothis.
Yeah, of course. There's many caravans that come through.
Can I like play the part of like you're I'm being your slave, but also like in a maybe slightly infantile way. So I'm just like tugging at your sleeve and like pointing. I'm like tugging at your sleeve and then like pointing towards the stables as almost like a prompt for you to maybe ask her what's going on with that, but like I can't speak to her directly type thing.
Yeah, I'll turn back. So, I'll be honest, the reason I came this direction was, I saw the fire break out and was honestly hoping to get away from that. I saw rampaging animals and, well, you can see me. I don't want to be caught in the middle of a stampede. I'd be I'd be splattered.
Oh, of course. Yes, it's stampeding animals. My God, wonder what happened over there. I see the fire and the smoke and the chaos, but I haven't had an accident like that this whole excavation.
Really? That's surprising. Most. Forgive me, but most expeditions see at least some trouble. Has there really been nothing? You'd be
Well, she kind of
blessed.
like motions to the graves. Not nothing, but nothing of that scale. This is like almost a month's worth here. And it's just people who don't follow the safety or know the equipment.
Ah, they aren't followers of the great god Osha.
No.
Not canon.
It's just like, what? Yeah, they don't follow Brian, that's for sure. Bry, the clockwork goddess.
Yeah, I know, Bry. I'm running Iron Gods.
That's, she doesn't say that. It is unfortunate, but with this big of an operation, it's just a part of a cycle of life. You just have to keep on
trucking,
working.
keep on fucking.
As she's like talking to Dreamy, can I get like I want to do like a perception on her? So I don't have. Is there investigation? No.
It'd be like a perception.
It'd probably be
Yeah.
well, either perception or sense motive, depending on what you're looking for.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's
What
like
do you?
knowing that her attention is fixed on you, and that she probably now sees me as less than what she initially thought.
Yeah, that'd be like a sense motive.
No, I just want to. I want to like fully like scan, see if there's anything iffy about her or what I can see in the tent behind her.
Yeah, that's super a sense motive.
Okay, that's not as fun as perception, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
I forget I said nothing.
Yeah, she seems just like having a chat with Jeremy. She's not that she doesn't like think that you're necessarily lesser because she's a follower of Caperi and also like is of a lower class herself. She just respects the customs and isn't like engaging you in that way.
So,
And yeah, her tents, from what you can glance in there, it's pretty just basic camping tent. Maybe a little like incense shrine area, and super like bare bones.
so tell me, what are you doing camped way out here, away from everyone else? Are you just tending to the graveyard?
Yes, that's my job. When an accident comes, some of the others bring them here, and if the healers at the excavation site can't do anything, and we lay them to rest.
Is that your only duty?
Yeah. If sometimes I visit the main slaves camps, and if they need anyone to talk to about the faith of working, I am happy to speak to them about that. But yeah.
Giko's gonna very humbly with bent over back wander to the mouth of the graveyard and sort of like maybe one knee down, maybe both knee down, look like I'm praying to something. But like I'm gonna be trying to relay information back to Ide and Neth, who are hiding down here.
Boy, what would that be?
We're just making out.
Oh yeah.
And they're just fucking roping each other. Oh god,
Hey, we have some decorum.
Shoveling sand in your mouth. Ready.
You're the one shoveling sand, okay? I told you put this down.
I forget what Pathfinder did to 3E's innuendo. I think that's just
Bluff.
bluff. Yeah, that'd be a bluff.
I'm not good at bluff though.
I'm gonna bluff.
Uh,
I'm okay at bluff, I guess.
You can love this dick.
Takiko, you just
Jesus Christ.
yeah, I think I might say like one thing that the priestess has said, and then realize that she can very much hear me, and then just
Yeah.
go back to mumbling.
she kind of like squints a little bit, but like keeps talking to Dreamy about whatever.
Let me see.
It is getting late. If you want to head back to the main camp quarters, it looks like they've got things dealt with over there. She kind of like turns and looks. The fires are pretty much gone out. There's not much smoke in the air. Well, more or less, she says, noting that the horses and everything.
Yeah, I hope that nothing more like this happens. No, you have to forgive me. I'm a little superstitious. You don't think, like, I've heard rumors of, the curse. You don't think that that's what this is?
Give me a bluff check.
Okay, I used my once per day super bluff.
And this is just to convey information about the curse to her.
Yeah.
Whether or not she believes in the curse or not. It's not. She's not going to be like, "You're a liar," or anything. Oh.
Oh no.
You're a liar.
Oh.
And that still has the plus
Boy,
4 from Pageant the Peacock, so 36.
Yeah. Wow. This is way off the script. You know what it says in the graveyard?
Oh.
There's not a lot here for sabotage opportunities. But you have just convinced the priestess that there is a curse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to note that down so I don't forget that. Because, wow, she is also going to start talking about that.
Oh my god, what if I made spiders crawl over her in her tent?
She's gonna.
She's already 100% sold. She's like, that would make sense. We are disturbing the dead, and my fucking... There we go. My Google Chrome just reset, so I don't know if I can hear anything.
Rip.
Okay, people are still here.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're here.
They are disturbing the dead. I've heard whispers that something is talking to them, to the workers who are working down on the actual excavation site. She gets all nervous and believes 100% in the curse and will start talking about it.
So
Well, okay, bye.
who's been hearing things talk to them? Is it
Just workers, when they're down in the actual pit, closer to the pyramid.
Have you heard anything about what they're hearing?
No, just strange languages. Sometimes just the word Ernsolota, which is the name of the pyramid.
Gosh, that's it's a little scary, honestly. I'll be honest, I'm a little shaken up about that. I haven't actually talked to Kimrasa yet. You don't. You wouldn't blame me if I just left, would you? Sorry, I hate to have come all this way for nothing, but I don't want to get. Yeah, I don't want to get riled up in this.
No, I certainly don't either, and I'm sure many of the others won't. If the curse continues, she kind of like cups her chin, thinking. In any case, I think I need to pray on this. I bid you safe travel on the roads tonight, and she like bows at you, and kind of like nods it to Kiko as well, and like.
Yeah, and
shuffles
as one
into her
last
tent.
thing, while I have Pageant the Peacock active, I'll roll a bluff substituting a knowledge religion to just, is there any, like, mostly just, like, is there something I could say to be, like, like the Kepri worshiper equivalent of like "Peace be with you" or some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
I'll just
Struggle
scream
and
it from the
survive.
side.
Yeah. Give me that religion.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be their thing is struggle and survived.
Oof. Well, that's a little more morbid than I was hoping for, but
Or
yeah, I'll say it. Hopefully, it'll bring some comfort to this holy woman.
Yeah, she smiles at you.
I think Takiko is gonna get out something like that maybe looks like my equivalent of a notepad, like a bit of paper, and maybe like a fucking charcoal stick, and then start like scribbling things down as I'm walking away. Just like full, I'm part of the theatrics at this point. just like leaning over to Dreamy and like whispering random nonsense and then like writing more.
Oh yeah, Tony, where's Bastard in all of this? Is he just over in the
Bastard's
tent?
back with Mithril.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And as we walk away, I'll say to Takiko, "Sorry for jumping in like that. I figured you don't strike me as the best liar, and it's one of the only things I'm good at. Finger gun."
You are correct. You are correct. Yes, you are. Yes, thank you. But at least I got to hear what she said as well.
And I'll like lead us off this direction, like away from the place. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna like loudly as we're walking away. Now, where did we park those camels again? They were over this direction, right? Let's go
If you
find
take the
them so we
handbrake
can
off.
get out of here. And I'll,
Put on embrace.
loudly speak that, walk off in that direction. Hopefully, she will hear I'm going to leave, and the other two will hear, "Hey guys, we're going. Come on, let's get out of here."
Nice.
And
Come on, bitch.
Yeah, we go.
All right,
yeah,
you head.
I
back
am
to the tent.
I am canonically carrying that again.
You are canonically carrying that.
and as we
I
walk, like,
lose
as soon
any
as we're
space.
out of sight, I will undo that disguise I had put on before we got here. So I no longer look as much of a fancy bitch.
Yes.
The vibes, they're still like slightly rancid though.
Hmm.
And okay,
Okay. We'll say that brings us to the end of day one and the end of the session because I have a gay date.
Oh,
in that case,
get it.
would it be